Hello there and welcome back to my channel. My name is Emerald Hill and this is where I review what I ate in a day as a fat girl. As a former fat girl, I've lost over 100 pounds and I'm still chugging away at that weight loss journey and health journey and building muscle, you know, whatever I'm doing now. So today I thought that I would switch it up a little bit by also including what I eat in a day as a model. Ooh, you know what I mean? Ooh, we're gonna venture into a whole different world because I know nothing. I know nothing about what it's like to be a model.
Nothing. I know nothing.
Also, I thought it would be a fun little game if every time somebody drank some water, I would also drink some water. And I thought that this was a cute little cup to have because I'm a star! I'm a hydrated star. Let's get into it. Okay, what I eat in a day as a plus-size person fighting against the rise of skinny talk and disordered eating. Ooh. Putting on a show, going to work, somewhere at least, I don't know. Ooh. I like that! I like that. I like when there's like a signature piece, you know? Like it's an all black outfit, but we got some bright red shoes to kick it off. We got some Greek yogurt. Does anybody else find it confusing sometimes when they clip in a piece from later in the day and then they are in the beginning of the day because now we're in a nightgown? Grapefruit juice. I'm not used to this anymore. I missed what was happening. So it's Greek yogurt with cereal and then we've got grapefruit juice. Yeah, okay, yeah. We've got kisses. We've got kisses and love. Cute little star. Alright, so that was a little confusing. So we got toast with something on it, I think. And then we had the Greek yogurt with the cereal and then grapefruit juice. Okay, so something that I've really learned about grapefruit juice is that even though it's like kind of bitter, it is still full of sugar. The hard thing about that is that when you start your day with a hit of sugar, it's kind of like a big spike and then it's sort of downhill from there because you're sort of like always chasing that spike of sugar. And if you start off by just eating something that is like that Greek yogurt with cereal and then the toast, having an egg on the toast, that would be really great for protein. Protein, fiber, a little bit of natural sugars maybe with like some fruit. Then it's more of like a burner for the day as opposed to like a spike of sugar that's gonna get digested really quickly. You're gonna feel hungry later. At the same time, like it's just like a small cup of orange juice, grapefruit juice. Some people do really well with like a little spike here and there. That's what I guess pre-workout is, right? Is like a little bloop and then you get to have that energy for a bit, kind of testing yourself out. Like maybe 1 week you have the grapefruit juice and then the next week for the whole week you don't have the grapefruit juice and you try to just sort of manage yourself and see what your reaction to that is like and pay attention to your hunger levels and stuff like that. That's all I have to say about that. It's just like, that's something that I noticed. Number one, liquid calories never does well for me. And then also the sugar spike gets me. It nips me in the ass. Oh! Oh, bento boxes are so cute. I don't know if I've said it before, but I'm in love with bento boxes and she's got it where she's got a little Tupperware within a Tupperware. That's exactly what you would go for. I used to be obsessed. I used to be like, I'm gonna get all those little like cutter outer things so that I'll eat carrots because they're super cute now because they're like in the shape of a star or a flower. And it just rots in the bottom of your fridge because there's also like udon and stuff. You gotta wash your hands. Looks really good. Yeah. I don't know what this is. Boob prop. Hell yeah. Can't let anything jiggle or shake. We got some Dunkin' Donuts. They were stale, but did we still eat them? I don't know what that is. It looks really good. It looks like a pepper with cream cheese. Mmm, yum. Salmon is so good. I actually had salmon the other night and it was top tier. I put honey on it. Mmm. So now we're eating some flavored popcorn, it looks like. And then a chocolate cookie. Oh no, a chocolate cookie. Yeah, it was a chocolate cookie. Yep, okay. And then we have a meat stick. That's something, too, that I paid attention to when I was watching The Cynical Dude that I never even thought about for myself. He was like, you gotta stop eating dessert for lunch. And I'm like, oh my God, I 1000% love having dessert after lunch. And I think that guy kind of pretend like, oh, it's a little snack. But no, it's totally true. I love a little something sweet after something savory. And I think that that's something that kind of was happening here. Like we had a really great salmon salad. And then we had, those peppers with cream cheese in them. And then we had, a little snackaroo with a chocolate cookie. Maybe that's something to kind of think about. Like, do we really need dessert after lunch? And then we have a pepperette, which is great because there was a lot of protein in there, but it kind of depends too, because some of those pepperettes are like 300 calories. This is a nice angle for dinner. We got potato, looks like ground turkey or something. I love red onion. Red onion is king. So much flavor. Ooh, pickles are awesome. I'm going to show you the pickles that I like. I got this bad boy from Costco. Heck yeah. Talking about pickle lemonade. I love my pickles cut like this. This is prime pickle. That's mama's treat. So this kind of looks like a burger bowl. And then we got some of that lettuce on top of it. That looks like that mac sauce, and that is exactly what that is. It's a burger bowl. Mm-hmm. Burger bowls are great.
Get there when we get there.
Just compliment ourselves.
Suggesting one.
Congratulations. Sweet treat. See, there's the other dessert. It's chocolate. For some reason, I keep getting notified of like things that are being recalled. And there were chocolate bars that are being recalled in Canada because they found rocks in them. Time out, get your rocks off with chocolate. That was a bad joke. Never doing that joke again. Okay, so we're putting the chocolate in the microwave. We got oranges! Okay, this is gonna be great. She's gonna dip the oranges in the chocolate. That is awesome. That's, if that was dark chocolate, it would be like actually a really, really good. Ooh, we're putting salt on top. That's smart. We're making little frozen stuff. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do mine with dark chocolate though, because it's kind of technically better for you. But yeah. Oh, she's cold on your teeth. Yeah. Overall, I would say that that's a really good day. I think that it's really good to kind of like pay attention to the little snacks and the little nibbles, specifically the chocolate covered cookie and then also the pepperette. I think that this is actually something that my friend said to me, was that he noticed like, hey, you eat a lot of protein and you might actually be overeating on protein. And I was like, oh, that's interesting and annoying. Never speaks to me again. But then maybe that's something that I'm noticing here with like the pepperette. Great option because it has a lot of protein in it, but it also has a lot of fat in it. And like I said before, some of those pepperettes, if you're not careful, they actually have like 300 calories in them. And I used to snack, my dad used to get these really great, I'm like, my mouth is salivating from those pickles. My dad used to get these pepperettes that were amazing, nice and spicy, but they were like 100 calories each, and you can go crazy with pepperettes really quickly. And if you're not actually paying attention to how many you're having, it's really easy to go overboard and to like do little habits that we never really think of, like having dessert after lunch, right? It can all add up. And maybe if it's something that you might be interested in at some point, kind of like looking at those things and cutting them out. But those chocolate covered oranges at the end there, I think that's a superb idea. I'm going to try that. On the next one.
Here is what I eat in a day, baby.
So this is where we're out of my element completely. What I eat in a day as a model. And we can see here that this is very model-esque. Let's keep going.
Model. I started getting ready for the day in the morning, took off my heatless curls that I left there for the night.
That's awesome. I love a comfy outfit. I really do. She looks like she's very comfy.
I put some clothes on and went to the coffee shop to have some breakfast.
Something that I'm noticing here is that I haven't looked at model pictures in a while because I struggle a little bit, sometimes with body dysmorphia and stuff like that. And a tactic for myself that I tried to implement was sort of just taking myself away from images that remind me of like early 2000 models and stuff like that. So I haven't really looked into this body image in quite some time. And it's a little shocking to me. So I'm interested to see, you know, like the difference in the eating habits.
Put some clothes on and went to the coffee shop to have some breakfast. I love spending my mornings in the coffee shop.
Ah, nice. So it looks like we're spending our time at the coffee shop, which is always great. Love coffee shops. Really cool vibe. So it looks like we have oatmeal with peach and cherries, and then a fight, flight, or freeze is where I'm at right now. I'm traumatized. But no, sorry, flat white coffee. So that's probably like, you know, a flat latte or whatever. It's like this much coffee and then this much milk and, you know, foam and stuff like that. So that's really great. That's awesome. Technically, this is a good breakfast. Maybe there could be more protein, but yeah.
I was drawing there for
Oh, very nice. Look at that. I wonder if she's drawing herself. I love the shading. Beautiful.
home. The weather is super nice today. For the lunch, I was really craving some avocado and scrambled egg.
Wow, this is reminding me of Pinterest so much. You know, when I was a kid, I would go on Pinterest all the time and look up images that were very much like this as like motivation for weight loss and stuff. And I made like a couple of Pinterest diet videos in the past. You know, the portions are really small and stuff like that. And I'm interested to see like if this is kind of like a real life enactment of what it takes to be that size, which is probably what it is. But yeah, here we go. You can tell I'm uncomfortable. Yeah.
So that's what I made myself. I also toasted the rye bread and it was
Nice. So we've got some eggs here. We've got avocado toast on rye bread. And I hear that rye bread actually has more protein in it than regular bread. So that's really good with cream cheese, which is cool. Yeah.
so delicious. After that, I wanted to snack on something, so I got myself some chips with Coke Zero.
Oh, well, that's good. After that, I wanted to snack on something. So Coke Zero, which is really good. And then also cream and onion chips.
And after that, I had some fruit mix. Later in the evening, I went to
Oh, so it looks like it's like some kind... Let's go back. I don't even know what that is. I'm just like... how many times can I say I'm out of my element?
Zero, and after that I had some fruit mix.
Go Mango Mix, apple, mango, papaya, and banana. It's a puree. Interesting. Yeah, so it's probably for like, I'm gonna assume that it's really good. It sounds like it has some kind of juice. It's funny because I was just saying about how this person, you know, maybe want to cut out the juice and this person's drinking the juice and it's like, you know, maybe have... I'm not gonna say have two of those. I feel rude. I don't know. Let's keep going.
Later in the evening, I went to meet my friend. We went to a really nice coffee shop and shared a cheesecake with some cones.
Aw, another coffee shop. And so now we have a cappuccino and then we have a cheesecake. I don't know what that is. It's like another little coffee.
Honestly, this was one of the best cheesecakes I've ever tried, like literally. And when I got
Well, maybe the cappuccino is her friend's and hers is the cheesecake. But as you can see, there's a fork there and then there's a spoon there. So I'm gonna actually assume that they're sharing the cheesecake.
back home, I ate some pie with chicken and protein ice cream.
Chicken pie. That's interesting. Look at that. It's almost like a samosa, like a chicken samosa.
That's it for today.
And a protein ice cream bar. That's really interesting. So as you can see, we're kind of having like small portions throughout the day. And it's interesting because somebody might say to this person like, hey, in the future, when you're not a model and trying to achieve this like very slender aesthetic, and you might want to, you know, potentially put on some weight at some point, like having bigger meals or whatever, or having more protein or whatever, or having like more of a sit down meal and things like that. While somebody like myself would really benefit from kind of looking at these things because I really struggle with, you know, just wanting to have the sit down meal and not really considering like, hey, maybe if I'm on the move, I can just have a little nibble of something here and there and kind of stretch it throughout the day so that when I do get home and I do have that big sit down meal, again, it's not like, oh, I've had like multiple throughout the day. It's more like, oh, I've had a smaller portion of things throughout the day. And so my energy can kind of be more spread across the board and spread out so that I'm not like over consuming. That's all I'm gonna say about that, I guess. Okay.
Welcome back to What I Eat in a Day as a plus size girly.
Hi.
Y'all, I went to my first Cyclones game yesterday. It was so fun. I'm so thankful.
Nice. Cyclones game. And I have no idea what I'm looking at right here.
I'm so happy. Anyway, starting off strong, I had Farina with his...
Farina, I have no idea what that is. It didn't look good. It didn't look good with coffee.
Hazelnut coffee, Chobani sweet cream creamer. Usually on Saturdays, my mom makes breakfast for me.
And then we moved on to Burger King again. This girl loves Burger King. Oh my gosh. So we've got fries, we got a large something.
Because she's home and it's just whatever nice, I guess. Then was this Saturday? Maybe she was off Friday. I don't know. Whatever the case may be.
So we got fries and then churros and then chicken nuggets.
I don't know. Anyway, I had Burger King. I had chicken nuggets, fries, the churro fries, and I want to say orange high C this day. It was good. Then we had like...
I gotta say, I'm really surprised because like this person, I'm kind of following this person, and I know that habits are really hard to break, but it's just like a theme where it is like I am actually going for intentional weight loss, and I'm just so surprised at how often we find ourselves at Burger King. Yeah, if there was like any room for improvement, it's just specifically let's take ourselves away from the Burger King.
A long break. Well, I was...
Oh, okay. This is really good. So this is kind of the first time I've seen her snack on fruit, and that's fantastic. We've got apple there. We got some crackers on the side. I don't know if it's dipped in peanut butter, but that's awesome. Okay, so I was just kind of being like, where's the improvement? But here is the improvement. We see it now. Okay, good.
TMI, but whatever. My last day of work is Wednesday, and this day I was like...
What's that? That wasn't a cracker. What is that? That looks like...
And this day...
That looks like a huge Rice Krispie treat. Or like a Blondie. Okay.
This day, I was like... What? I'm confusing my days. Y'all, this is what...
Okay, that looks really good. Where are we now, though? We're not at home.
In my brain, it leaves the building.
No, we are at home.
But anyway, I was on the bus with someone for like 3 hours. And like... We stopped, we got coffee, like we were chilling for 3 hours together. It was very iconic. But yeah, then when I got home, I had the crock pot chicken with some yellow rice that my mom made. She said she doesn't like white rice. I was like, good for you.
That's awesome. See, that's really great. See, a home-cooked dinner, fantastic. We had some apples, but then it was paired with like a Rice Krispie treat or a Blondie or something like that. What I'm trying to say is more home-cooked meals, more fruit. I think that would be fantastic. Yeah, I think just doing that would be good. Would be good for you. Yes!
I don't know what to tell you. So she made yellow rice. Anyway, they made cookies.
So then we had more tea, and then we had some cookies for dessert.
Cookies and tea. And all the things. Very yum. And then the next day, this is the day I went to the Cyclones game.
No. It's what I eat in a day. But now we're at the Cyclones game, so this is a different day.
So yesterday, I had a banana, and I had some water, I think. I had like
we're drinking.
Vizzy drink. I had some fruit, some... You guys already know. Anyway.
Oh, interesting.
Please just comment what y'all are up to, what y'all are doing. Somehow my videos are like blowing up and it's like low-key stressing me out. It's good because I need the shmoney because I quit my job, but it's bad because I know there's like another video going around about me and like I'm getting all the nasty comments and I can't read my comments and blah, 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 whatever. So send prayers. But yeah, love you guys.
Aw, I'm sorry. That really sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. I find that like generally she is fun to watch, right? She has like a very calm demeanor and she's just like very honest in her videos. And I think that, you know, maybe I haven't even been very appreciative of that. So I do appreciate the fact that you're honest in your videos. Whatever I say is really just me trying to help you out. And I really honestly look at these things like I'm watching a friend and I'm kind of helping a friend by reviewing what they're eating through my experience trying to lose weight. So I'm sorry to hear that. People are really mean. They can suck giant disco balls. They can suck giant disco balls. I'm sorry to hear that. And I think that that's really great that you quit your job because the truth that I was kind of seeing a theme in was that, you know, it's really hard to eat healthy on the job and it takes a lot of stress kind of going there and doing that. So maybe it's a good thing because now you're at home more and maybe you can have more at home meals and you won't feel the need to kind of bring like freezer snacks and like eating out and things like that. All the best to you. Wish you all the best. Everybody wish that girl all the best.
What I eat in a day as a fatty.
All right, so The videos got switched up. Like, this was supposed to be what I eat in a day as a model, but we're doing what I eat in a day as a fatty, and it looks like for brekkie, we've got some fries.
Fries. Animal style fries. And then I just got a single cheeseburger.
Oh, Savannah and the eye makeup. Wow.
Does she even look appetizing? I don't know. Delicious already.
It's the Lion Queen with that makeup. Oh my god.
I forgot my grilled onions.
Aw.
I know some of you guys that live in Spokane follow me, but this is from DeLong's. No, not DeLong's. Delish.
This is from Delish. Interesting.
These fries are better than In-N-Out.
Okay. I wonder if this isn't a true what I eat in a day. Feels like this is what I eat in one
I knew it was
moment.
gonna happen.
See, that is why I don't eat in my car. I hate that image. Like, somebody called me fatphobic once, and sometimes I feel like maybe that's true, just because sometimes, like, when I was growing up, it was very, like, pronounced all of the time. You know, you're a slob, you don't take care of yourself. And one of the things that really led into the image of being a slob is having, like, food down your front. Like, as a bigger person, it's really embarrassing when you have, like, pieces of food on you, because it's just an obvious, like, image of, like, oh, you're fat, you have food on you, equals you are a slob. And so I still to this day, like, don't eat in my car. I like, when I eat hunched over like that, so that, you know, just subconsciously, because having any kind of stains down your front or having any kind of leftovers on your front equals, like, a fat joke that I'm waiting for, kind of thing.
I just bought this shirt. My dream sponsorship? Spray and Wash. Or Tide. There, man. Lemonade. They had a banana shake, but I didn't really want to poop my pants tonight, so.
Yeah, I don't think this is what and I eat in a day. I think this is what I eat in a meal. Oh!
What I eat in a day as a model.
Where we go. What I eat in a day as a model.
I had work early, so I pre-packed a peanut butter sandwich.
Yeah, peanut butter sandwich. That looks good. And Carmen's protein, 10 grams of protein per bar.
I ate this Carmen's bar throughout the day, and for lunch I had an OG salmon.
See, that's what I was saying before. She said, I eat this bar throughout the day. So it's not like, oh, I have, you know, the whole bar and then I wait for lunch. It's every time I feel like a little hunger pain, I take like a little bite of this protein bar, and then that like suppresses it and like helps you coast throughout the day. And now it looks like we have a very interesting looking salad, very green. It looks like there's a lot of kale in there and like red cabbage maybe.
Salmon fishbowl with brown rice. Before dinner I had some strawberries.
Like already this one meal for me in comparison. So she had like a couple of strawberries when she got home to tie herself over until dinner. And then this is what we're having for dinner, a couple of enchiladas.
Was a chicken enchilada, and for dessert I had a couple of pieces of chocolate.
A couple of pieces of chocolate. Wow. Like that is so like far out. That's far out, man. Like that is like so crazy to me. I can't even comprehend how I would do that throughout the day. I am such like a big meal volume eater that having like little things throughout the day, like I honestly feel would just make me, even though if it's really easy to get to your calorie goal throughout the day to do that, but I would just feel so unsatiated. I would feel like, wow, I was really cheated out of like a real meal today because I've just been snacking all day. Even those enchiladas, to me, I'm just like, oh, that's a snack. You know what I mean? And that's like a whole meal. The saliva from just having these pickles here. Oh my god. Just having like the enchilada meal for me would be a snack, but for this person it's a whole meal. So it's like, but I think that it's interesting to kind of compare them and put them side by side and sort of see like, yeah, this is obviously a huge difference between what this person eats and what that person eats. You know, I think that it's really good to kind of, instead of looking at it like, you know, this one is disordered and that one is disordered in a different way, like, everybody has their like maladaptive coping skills, and everybody is trying to get to a certain place with their body and feel good and feel healthy. So whatever little tips and tricks that you can pick up along the way to get to a healthy place, to feel really good about yourself, that works for you, that doesn't feel like it's maladaptive, then that's fantastic. And if it does feel like it's maladaptive and it does feel like it's actually a detriment, throw it away. You don't need it, right? So I think that it's really good to try to look at these with a critical eye, of course, but to also just consider in yourself, just because you're like practicing these things on a lesser extent, on a lesser scale, doesn't mean that they're necessarily terrible. And if, you know, you find yourself that it's leading to that way, it's really good to just do all of these things with maybe a therapist or a coach or a friend to kind of keep each other sort of regulated and being able to sort of like keep yourselves accountable for maybe going too far which way. But yeah, that's all I have to say about that. Thank you so much for joining me today. I didn't really see, there was a lot of water drinking, so I'll go through. I'll never get my water goal. Those were like the only sips I'm gonna have for the whole day. Thanks so much, and bye for now.